Welcome everybody to a new 1000 Best TV video from EICMA 2023, this time with a special video dedicated to all the new naked bikes presented at the show. Spoiler warning, there are lots, so get ready. Moto Morini presented two new naked bikes and two new engines at EICMA. Let's start with the Milano. The Milano features a 1200cc V2 engine putting out 125 horsepower. The Milano could be called a power naked with a retro touch. It will definitely be a great bike and a great product that is well positioned in today's market. The front and rear suspension will be adjustable, however not much is yet known about the electronics that will be implemented. In any case, we can see that the bike has a TFT screen, a navigation system will be included as well, and the bike will most likely offer various assistance systems, probably the usual for its class. Aesthetically, the bike is stunning. Look at the beauty of the cylinders and the exhaust. Wow. Well, that's it with the Milano. Let's move on to the Corsaro 750, the 750, a project for 2025 with a new V-twin engine putting out 96 horsepower. You can also get it in its A2 license compliant version. This engine will be featured in the Corsaro and the Corsaro Sport with fairings. Very nice exhaust. Surely it will also offer several electronic assistants, but it is not yet known what and how many they will be. Even now we can see a TFT screen and LED headlights. The two engines, 1200cc and 750cc, were developed by Moto Morini in Italy. Alright, let's move on to the Kawasaki Z500. Aggressive aesthetics as per usual with Kawasaki. It is the successor to the Z400 with a bore increased by 6.8 millimeters, leading to 451cc, which will be rounded up to 500. What is special about this Z500? More low and mid-range torque. It is a much more grown-up bike with these new fairings and LED headlights. There will be two model versions, the standard and the SE model. The SE is equipped with a TFT screen, the normal with an LCD screen. In any case, they are compatible with the Rideology app. Unfortunately, we don't yet know the price of the bike. It will be announced in a few days and the bike will be available from mid-February. Alright, let's move on to the Yamaha MT-09. The stand is packed with people. So thank you also to the four helpers for gating out the masses so we can shoot a nice video. So many people at the Yamaha stand. I always liked riding the MT-09. It's a great bike. After I don't know how many complaints, they finally did it. They hit the horn. But let's talk about more important innovations. New ergonomics, new riding position, the handlebars have been lowered, the riding position is way less like a CFMoto now and more like a naked bike. We have new LED headlights and a new TFT screen with included smartphone connectivity. Then we have new controls, as is also the case for the beautiful XR 900 GP. And a keyless system. The technical data remains the same, a quick shifter remains obviously, as well as the 6-axis IMU. The bike still delivers 119 horsepower. The SP version, compared to the normal version, is equipped with an Öhlins shock and Kayama forks with a special coating, Brembo brakes, so both pump and cylinder, and a brushed swing arm. The bike will be available in spring and or summer. The SP will be available a little later than the normal version. We will announce it on our social media channels. So thank you Yamaha and congratulations. Here is the new KTM Duke 990. This stand isn't any better than Yamaha. Again, it's packed with people. Lots of interest for the new Duke. Well, the first Duke was launched over 20 years ago. And now we have the KTM Duke 990. It's still a twin-cylinder engine with about 940cc that delivers 123 horsepower. The bike weighs 190 kilos and the riding position is great. The bike looks aggressive as usual in the Duke family, and we have a new LED headlight that has been polarizing, to say the least. It has also been subject to criticism ever since the first spy shots were released. It's definitely a head-turner. Personally, I don't know what to think about it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let's move on to Honda. The new Hornet 1000. In the past, we had a Hornet 900. Now, finally, we have a Hornet 1000. After the success that the Hornet 750 found, it was obvious that they would launch the Hornet 1000 as well. The bike has a new frame and is equipped with the engine of the Fireblade SC77, which will deliver over 150 horsepower, so they say. The precise figure has yet to be announced. The silhouette is very slim, but the fuel tank is nice and big, which I personally really like. The Hornet will get all the electronics that you can find on naked bikes in this category nowadays and will be available for purchase from summer 2024. The distance between the handlebar and the seat is perfect. The big tank is wonderful. I'm really glad they kept it, as with the old Hornet. Comfortable riding position is great. I know very well, and I'm a big fan of the engine of the Fireblade. The SC77, if I'm not mistaken, was the last Fireblade without electronics. The rear tire is a 180, which is perfect in my opinion. Quick shifter, obviously, should work very, very well. And also, it's simply a very good looking bike. As for the technical data and the price, we have to be patient. Let's move on to the CB650R. It's a great bike. I rode it a lot. I liked it a lot. It's really a fine bike. Next year, it will be equipped with the 5-inch TFT dash. The electronic clutch, the E-clutch that Honda just presented, will be an option that can be had on the 650 models. We have a new headlight inspired by the CB1000R Neo Sports Cafe and a new air intake. The Neo Sports Cafe family will remain purchasable in addition to the new CB1000 Hornet. Then we have the new Hornet 500 to complete the Hornet family. A2 license compliant, beginner friendly bike. Although you can also buy the restricted Hornet 750 in Europe, obviously, where that's a thing. The Hornet 500 took inspiration from its big sister. You can definitely see that, the 750. And it will also be equipped with a 5-inch TFT screen. But you will not be able to buy the E-clutch system for the Hornet 500. It remains exclusive to the 650 for this year, and then we will see. Triumph presented two new bikes to us at EICMA, the Scrambler 400X and the Scrambler Speed 400. The 400X is a very good looking, well, they're both very good looking bikes. They have a very good design, very nice lines. No hoses, no pipes, components can be seen. It's very, very tidy. The bike reminds me of the legendary models where they are big engines. This one, however, is equipped, as the name says, with a 400cc engine that delivers about 40 horsepower. As a result, the bike will be quite cheap and therefore very accessible. In Europe, the bike, the more expensive one, the 400X, will cost about 6,200 euros. The Speed 400 will cost 5,500 euros. In the UK, you will pay £6,000 for the 400X and £5,600 for the Speed 400. In the USA, you will pay $5,000 for the Speed 400 and $5,600 for the 400X. Triumph has put in a lot of effort. Look at this beautiful bike. LED headlight, stainless steel brake lines. This suspension, however, is adjustable only in preload. Well, that's kind of normal for this category. The peculiarity of the bike is that as standard, it comes with rather expensive tires for this class. We're talking Metzeler tires, which correspond to about 8% of the total cost of the bike, just for tires. They are high-quality German tires that improve the handling a lot, so it's probably worth it. Now the Scrambler family is definitely complete with the 400, the 900 and the 1200. As mentioned, you can get the Speed 400 or the 400X. The only difference between the two bikes being the engine mapping and the suspension setup, as the 400X is slightly more off-road. Well, not slightly more, it's slightly off-road oriented, whereas the Speed 400 is not. Alright, CFMoto NK450. Last year, I saw a race bike based on the 450. Twin cylinders, 48 horsepower at 10,000 RPM. Really good, small, naked, sporty bike. Relatively nice tank, 14 liters, good seat and knee position. And thanks to the fairing, I feel like I'm on something way bigger than I actually am. Nice aluminum tapered handlebars, very modern 5-inch TFT screen. The bike is equipped with ABS and traction control. The tires match the class. You will get a 150 in the rear and a 110 in the front. In my opinion, they are a great fit. No adjustable fork, but it seems to be a good bike for beginners or in Europe for the A2 class. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope you liked the video. Let me know which of these nakeds is your personal favorite, or if you didn't like any at all, well, then let me know. Thanks again and cheers, see you in the next one.